South Lanarkshire Council works with its community planning partners in lots of different areas, and we have a sustainability partnership. All the community planning partners have also signed up to Scotland's climate change declaration, so we're all working together to try to take action on climate change, to reduce our own emissions, to try to encourage other people to reduce their emissions as well. And the electric vehicle scheme, which has been funded by the Scottish Government, is one of the projects that we've all got involved in.
The Scottish Government has some of the most ambitious climate change targets in the world and has received awards from around the world for those targets. And as part of that, we're very keen to make sure that we encourage the use of much more environmentally friendly transport. Electric vehicles are a very large part of that, and we realise of course that we have to support not just the vehicles being purchased and used by people, but also to make sure they have the infrastructure there as well so they can make a use of them and also can take longer journeys in electric vehicles, which is when you really get the environmental benefits.
Since 2010, South Lanarkshire Council has engaged with Scottish Government to put a total of 12 cars, 2 commercial vehicles and 2 road sweepers into its fleet. We've also assisted some community planning partners such as the Fire Service and National Health Service in introducing electric vehicles to their fleet. To run an electric vehicle you require first of all a charging point, and that can consist of a normal 13 amp plug at home, 13 amp plug in some of our depots, or more sophisticated devices that are intelligent chargers. These allow fast charging, anything down to about 2 hours charge compared to the more basic is a 6-hour charge. This infrastructure has currently been rolled out across South Lanarkshire Council to support both our own fleet and the public adopting electric vehicles in the future.
The benefits of electric vehicles for individuals are first of all of course that it helps the environment, and that helps everybody. It means that we have less particulates in the air and we help also drive down the fuel consumption that we have. And secondly, it can be much cheaper to transport yourself in an electric vehicle than it will be in conventionally fueled vehicles. So both in terms of the environment and also in terms of the cost to consumers and also in terms of the comfort of the drive as well. If you've driven an electric vehicle, you'll realise that they are extremely quiet vehicles to drive in. So there are general benefits to the population but also individual ones to the users of electric vehicles.
During our trial of electric vehicles we've established 2 different things. One is the usability of the vehicle, and our council drivers have accepted these vehicles wholeheartedly. They've proved to be very reliable and very good to drive. We've also confirmed that the electric vehicle is very cost effective in terms of fuel savings achieved and also reductions in CO2 and pollution into the environment.
It strikes me that South Lanarkshire Council have been extremely proactive in the take-up of both electric vehicles and in plugged-in places, making sure we have the charging units available. And those are absolutely crucial because you can't get somebody to buy an electric vehicle unless they know they can get the recharge where they need it. So I think South Lanarkshire have done extremely well and been very proactive in taking up the opportunities which are available through the Scottish and UK governments in terms of electric vehicles.
We as a council have currently got 44 charging points throughout South Lanarkshire with a target of 64, and those 64 charging points will be available for public use. We like to think we're actually the forerunner in this initiative across Scotland and supporting the public in the use of electric vehicles. 5 years ago as the council's fleet manager I was very sceptical about electric vehicles and whether they were a viable option for the council. Now I'm 100% satisfied that they are a future transport mode, very reliable, very efficient and they're a way ahead.